What is up, everybody? I'm George Massey. So last night, 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After Season 7, Episode 15 has aired. We only have a couple episodes left. And we checked in with Ginny and Sumit, and we're watching Christina try to reason with Sumit's father. So there's a meeting between Sumit's family and Ginny's family, and Sumit actually decided to let them have this meeting because you remember last week he said that this is something that I would have to think about. I don't want to have any permanent damage between our families in case the meeting gets out of hand. So the meeting did not get out of hand. The meeting actually went really well, but unfortunately, Sumit's mom has successfully avoided them once again. And we found out that the idea of Sumit being married to Jenny has made Sumit's mother physically ill. She is unable to go out and see them. She's having back pain. And she wasn't even willing to come to the meeting to even see her son, which shows that she is really committed to disowning Sumit. She does not want to be in his life as long as Ginny is in his life. So Christina made her plea to Sumit's father and brother, and she just told them that she wants her mom to be accepted and loved the way that they have accepted and loved Sumit. They definitely gave Christina a chance to explain herself, but they also said, you can't understand our culture because our culture, we just don't accept these things. And I do know in American culture, we tend to accept and adapt to things really well. A lot of times we don't look at lifestyles as alternative lifestyles. We just look at them as lifestyles, and we don't really question love as long as everyone is of legal age and they can love each other and be together and no one is being hurt by it. We don't really judge, but apparently the phone calls and the harassment and the neighbors making terrible, horrible, bitter statements towards Sumit's family and his mother, they just can't take the judgment and they just can't take the stares. And unfortunately, it's just something that they cannot accept. So Jenny finally said, if you guys can't accept us, and since you won't accept me, we might have to go ahead and move our lives to America, which was a very big surprise, not only to Sumit's family, but to Sumit, because they have only briefly had this conversation. And the last time I heard Sumit respond to it, he basically said that there was absolutely no way that he was interested in moving to the United States or giving up on repairing his relationship with his family. But Jenny feels there's really no point in staying in India because his family has made it extremely clear they don't want anything to do with him, and they most definitely don't want anything to do with Jenny. So there's really nothing more there for them to do about that situation. So Sumit's family is now taking on the information of knowing Sumit might be moving to America. And Sumit's dad feels that this would be a bad idea because he feels that this relationship will not last. Let's put this into context. This relationship has been going on for 10 years. Sumit was talking to Jenny as Michael Jones, as a catfish. And now 10 years later, we are still in this situation. And now Sumit's family will not accept him. So to say that the relationship will only last a couple of years, I think is a bit crazy because it's lasted an entire decade. And I feel like they just are two people who happen to fall in love, like Christina said, and you can't really judge the idea of their age differences because when they met online, Sumit was using a picture of someone different and Jenny was using a picture of herself, and they fell in love with their personalities and they clicked together. And unfortunately, they didn't know the age difference when they were falling in love, and now here we are. So will Jenny and Sumit actually make the move to California? That is the question, because Jenny has been in India for so long. Her daughter and her wife want her there really bad. They want their family back. They want everyone to be together. They want to just accept and embrace Jenny and her relationship here in America. Will Sumit actually commit to moving? That's where we are, guys. All right, guys, I'm George Massey. Make sure to follow me on all social media platforms at George Massey and at georgemassey.com for all your 90 Day Fiance news, interviews, and updates.